I want to take a moment to talk about some things from my past. These are the things that shaped me into the kind of person I am today. A lot of this is media, television, film, and books. This video is about a movie that came out in 1984 called Cloak and Dagger. To give you some perspective, in 1984, Atari was king of video games, and I was 2 years old when this movie came out. My dad had an Atari 5200. Yeah, the one with the huge joysticks that looked like a phone. My dad always thought that the higher model was the best, so even though the Atari 2600 was the most well-known Atari, my dad bought the highest model at the time, which was the 5200. You know what? I love you, Dad. My dad isn't very good at expressing his love, but in simple ways like just trying to get the best game system out there when I was growing up, well, that was how he showed his love. So, I went off on a tangent. Back to the movie. This video is a review of the film Cloak and Dagger. Why did this movie appeal to me as a kid? Well, because it stars a kid that has an Atari. I mean, come on! All a kid ever wants to see in a movie is other kids, and video games, and other kids doing amazing things against all the odds, which is exactly what this movie is all about. The movie stars an 11-year-old kid named Davey, whose mother has died, and he lives with his single father that is in the military and doesn't spend enough time with him. So, what is a kid to do? The kid plays video games and creates an imaginary friend, of course.
So, your friend cut off radio contact, did she?
Oh, hi, Jack.
Well, some people just don't know how to act on a secret mission. I guess we're better off just handling this one on our own.
Not to imply that he didn't have his own friend, well, a girl, but that's okay. It's not her fault she's a girl. I love seeing the world as it used to be in an older movie. The cars, the people, the clothes.
Oh, great. Flat to Lady Ace. Come in, Lady Ace. Yeah, what? Come on, Kim, play right. All right. Lady Ace to Jack Flat. Do you read me? Loud and clear. Prepare to penetrate the enemy stronghold. Follow me in. This is what I meant by embarrassing.
So, the main storyline of the movie is that Davey comes across some real secret spy plans. His fantasies become reality, and he has to run for his life from real bad guys.
Whatever happens, don't let them get it. Tell the FBI 1,329,000. Run! Stop!
It turns out that when you reach a certain score in the game Cloak and Dagger, secret plans for an invisible bomber load up on the screen.
29, that's it.
I'll be right there.
The following material is for security clearance personnel only. It is a federal crime to use such material without proper authorization.
Just a few interesting facts I found out while researching the game. The game itself, Cloak and Dagger, was not complete at the time of this movie, and never saw a true cartridge release. It did, however, receive limited arcade release. The cartridge that's visible in the movie was just a regular cartridge with the label attached to it. It wasn't really the game. The elderly couple in the film, John McIntyre and Jeanette Nolan, both had parts in the original Psycho in 1960. Also, the elderly couple in the film, John McIntyre and Jeanette Nolan, were actually married in real life for approximately 56 years until his death in 1991. I don't want to spoil the story for you because you can watch this movie on Netflix as of today, but I will say that in the end, Davy's dad turns out to be the hero that he really needed. And that's just it. A child should be able to trust and look up to their parents. What kind of parent are you?
No, Dad, I'm not leaving without you!
Got two sons and something. Let's go ahead.
No, I'm not leaving!
When you hit the ground, run away from the plane.
Dad, come with me!
So, the main storyline of the movie is that Davy comes across some real secret pie plans. Yes, he comes across real secret pie plans. And it's an amazing pie that they're creating.